20 Yawns by Jane Smiley. Illustrations by Lauren Castillo. The beach umbrella was flapping in the breeze. Flap, 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 flap. Not far from the waves, Lucy was digging a hole all by herself. It got so big that her dad could lie down in it. When he did, she covered him up. They laughed and laughed. Then he took her hand and they ran into the water. A big wave came in and he swung her into the sky. Lucy walked with Mom and Dad all the way to the end of the beach. On the way back, Lucy rolled and rolled down the soft, warm dunes. Even though she got dizzy and sandy, she didn't want to stop. Mom and Dad and Lucy stayed longer at the beach than they ever had before. Lucy yawned. Mom yawned. Dad yawned. Mom said, "Early bedtime." Outside Lucy's bedroom, the sun was sinking below the horizon. Strips of clouds were pink and red. Lucy put her pajamas on inside out, climbed into bed, and yawned a big yawn. Mom began to read her a story. Once upon a time, there lived a wonderful little boy named Fred. He was perfect in every way, or so his mother said. Lucy stretched and smiled. She gave a big, big, big yawn and closed her eyes. Mom stopped reading. She was asleep. The moon shone through the window, a silver veil that fell across the floor. Everything looked mysterious, even Lucy's own hands on the bedspread. Suddenly, Lucy was wide awake. She looked around. Everyone in the pictures seemed to be watching her. Grandma, Grandpa, Aunt Elizabeth, Mom, and Dad. Even Fred in the book that Mom had dropped on the floor. Lucy slipped out of bed and padded to the door. Her dad was snoring in the living room. The house was very quiet. Lucy needed Molasses, her bear. He was wedged beneath Hornet, the giraffe, Juno, the horse, Matilda, the alligator, Frank, the kangaroo, and his baby Leonard. Swoosh! All the toys fell to the floor. Lucy started to carry Molasses back to her bed, but the other toys were looking at her, even Leonard, the baby kangaroo. They seemed lonely. So one by one she brought them over to her bed and dropped them in a patch of moonlight. She spread her blankie over them and kissed them good night. Now they looked sleepy and happy. Lucy lay down and snuggled in next to her friends, sighed a big happy sigh, and yawned. She saw Grandma yawn. She saw Grandpa yawn. She saw Aunt Elizabeth yawn. She saw Mom yawn. She saw Dad yawn. She saw Fred, the boy in the book, yawn. She saw the moon yawn. Lucy put her arms around Molasses. He seemed especially tired. Then she gave one last yawn and fell asleep.